right now.
Yo, yo, yo,
Yo,
welcome
just
to another
jump in high.
edition of
Nah, they know
Jive
who we
Time
are. Fuck
Turkeys.
all that. They know who we are.
Yo,
Nah, go. What? Alphonse?
if he does well after 3 years, he being Deion, that Colorado, they go offer him a contract extension after 3 years. They're
Okay,
not
yeah,
going
I
to let
think
him
that's
get to the
fine.
line.
They could offer him that. Yes, that's cool. And he could deny it, true or false.
And what do you think is going to happen if he denies their contract extension?
Well, first let's slow down. The only reason they would offer him an extension if he's doing well, right?
Yes.
So if I'm a well producing Dion in Colorado, and you offer me a 3-year deal, and before this conversation, everybody, we both agreed that his goal is ascension, true or false.
Right.
So we say Dion, whose goal is ascension, is performing out. He's out. Let's say he's out kicking his contract, whatever that
All
means.
right.
They're very impressed. And year three,
Yes.
here's an extension. I'm outperforming. My goal is ascension. I'm not accepting that contract.
Cool. And the way we got to this point was he can't build a coaching tree that way. Because when he
That's
leaves after
uh-huh.
after not signing that extension, all those coaches are going to be asked to leave as well. That's
That's a
all I'm saying.
potential.
That's
Okay.
all I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying. I agree with you in terms of this path for ascension. No, he's not going to sign a contract extension in
Yeah.
Colorado because if he
If he does well.
turns
Right,
them
right.
around, then by that time, quite honestly, Florida State will probably be open.
That's what I'm saying. Big. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna wait till I say it's gonna be big bank take little bank. Like if he does that, bruh,
But he could have stayed
Florida
at
State.
Jackson
How about this?
State for
Florida
three
State
more
better be.
years.
Florida State better be.
He
That's the
could
only
have
way.
did
The
that.
only way the story makes sense. Is,
He
sorry,
could have
what?
did that 3 more years and still got the Florida State. He's
On which
fucking
I agree.
Deion
You know what I agree.
Sanders.
You know what I
That's
agree
what
with that.
makes
You
me
know I agree
so
with that.
mad. Like you didn't
You
have to
know I
go to
agree with that.
fucking Colorado. You could have just
You know I agree. That's the
stayed
same
where
place,
you
man.
were and you
You
were
would have been
getting the
fine.
top five
You would
recruits. Like, what are
come
you
on.
doing?
It's a win-win. Just
Like
stay
you
there.
did that and you could have just then and then the recruiting pipeline you built, it ain't
Yeah.
even changed. You just moving
Mm-mm.
a little bit further south and you're going to
Mm-mm.
Tallahassee. That shit
And
is
you're
literally
diverting.
right there.
You're diverting stuff. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? TC, he back at Jackson State. That's really our farm system. So you play a little well, hit that train, hit that
It's
portal, you
Portal.
come on over. It's the block is set up.
So
Now,
now you go to Colorado.
you go to Colorado. Let's rewind the tape real quick in the pre or the post, the warm-up session. Um, Here's a little tidbit that some of us, our viewers, may not know. I was scouring the internet and it knows me, so it knows to throw up Deion stuff in my feed to make me say, "Ooh, what's this?" And that click. And it was an interview by Jeremy Bloom. He was interviewed by two other men. Um, cool. In this interview, because the title was like Jeremy Bloom talks about how he got Deion to Colorado. I was like, wait a minute, that two sport motherfucker. Wait, what? So I clicked, and he expresses with jubilation, quite jubilation, that so yeah, it was. I know the date. I know the date. It was October 2nd, and I thought to myself, man, if that guy that's down there, Prime, because we all love Prime. I wanted to change my name to Dion. Anywho, um, he was doing such an awesome job that I feel like we just had that energy here, excite us and get us back going and get us back to where we are. I just thought about it. And I hit up all my friends I knew. It was like Sean Marion, uh, Brandon Marshall, and Steve Smith, and then one other person. I was like, hey, could you just reach out to him and see if it was an idea, bro. Jeremy Bloom's whim derailed. I don't want to use that word. The faith. That's what I want to use. The faith, because it was blind trust. We didn't know, and it was actually rooted in, you know, the faith of entire people. Because he felt on October 2nd, the day after his team went 0-5, that man, that guy down there in Mississippi would be wonders and do wonders to change the trajectory of my school. Bro had a thought. Someone as athletic nobility as Jeremy Bloom had a thought that removed Deion Sanders from this path. If
Hmm.
that's not the power of white supremacy, I don't know what else would be an example even more clear to find ourselves for every day in life. but his whim shifted everything. And it's because they're terrible. If they were 2-3, 3-2, the
He
thought may
wouldn't have
not
did
pop
it.
up,
No, it
and we're
was gonna
good
pop
and we're
up.
rolling. You know how
Cool.
Ant we go like he derailed the excitement for the Celebration Bowl. I don't really care to watch right now. Excuse me.
I
I mean,
mean,
I'm going to see if it's
he's
on or
not
whatever.
coaching.
You know, he is coaching. He's coaching.
When is the Celebration Bowl? Like next
Like
weekend, right?
it's like it's soon. Like he's going to go recruiting for the next 3 days, like over the
And then
weekend, give his
leave
team a break.
and go back.
Coming back like on Wednesday. That's when they walk through and they travel. Like it's on his last because I'm so confused now. I clicked the coach interview thing. It was like before the joint, but he's back in Jackson and Jackson State paraphernalia. That's how awesome this man is. That both ADs said, "Yeah, cool, you can coach us and still recruit there." That's how powerful this man is,
Couldn't be me.
and it was plucked by somebody's whim, bro. He's
Couldn't be
powerful
me.
enough to not just do two sports, to this, to that. He can coach two teams, and it's cool. It makes sense. He's that powerful, but his power is controlled. His direction and energy is being determined by the thought of Jeremy Bloom. Because when Jeremy Bloom was growing up, he wanted to be named Deion, and that's how he felt he could do two sports because of Deion. So this man said, "I was inspired by you. I want to take my name, and so when I think of you, I want to use you as a tool to improve my school." Like there's no, and he acknowledges that there's no connection here. He's from Florida. It's cold. He said everything that made like why we should not do this.
And
But
then
since
when he
I
did it,
and
because I
went and did
feel
it,
like it.
and it worked. And Brandon Marshall was part of the four people who tried to convince Deion, "Hey, why don't you leave the good thing you got going with the people?" Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Change the value system. Everybody keeps saying he getting paid more. Yes, I agree. He's getting paid more. But yes, let's talk about that. We got to talk about this. Got to talk all of it. We got like, yeah, Jackson State probably wasn't doing. They definitely probably weren't doing the right thing. Obviously, if they were doing the right thing, they would have had a fund where you can just donate cash to pay Deion. That's you just open up Cash App. Keep Deion here. $5. Take it. Whatever the logistics is, make it legal. Whatever. Do that. Boost the fund. I have a T-shirt concept that I was going to release next season. I think it's pretty awesome. I'll tell you offline.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready. It was like, yeah, okay, we were gonna go in the fall. Like we're not gonna let the
Yeah.
opportunity slip. We were gonna go. A whim. And like, yeah, true. Yes, okay, Jackson State. Robbery, car, theft. Yes, that's kind of part of going there.
That happened when? After he announced he was leaving?
Nah, this is before. This incident already occurred. Like son's car got broken in twice, or one got twice. But it occurred. It didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, you're in in the poorest state of America. That's part of the
Probably
I agree to
driving
code.
a
Yes.
pretty nice car who at
Hey,
first they didn't know.
Alphonse, I get it. All I'm saying, that's true.
Hey.
We're not going to judge critique anyone's action. It's
Yeah,
just
no.
all
I'm just
that
saying, like,
is but all that is part of it. Yes,
yes, that's what
like that.
happens.
All that. That's what you walked in
That's
with.
what you
Go ahead,
told
Fonz, take it.
us.
With who?
You
And his
were
homie.
instructed by God to come fix. We didn't ask you that. We didn't say who told you to come do it. That's what you said. Like, you can't.
Real quick. I
Go
want to make
ahead.
sure we direct energy. We're on the same page. All we're saying right now is for those who say, yeah, he should have left for the money because of the situation in Jackson State. All we're saying, highlighting the reality we already knew going in, can't be really used as that's why you should have left. Like, well, that's where you go there. Like, you're not, what's that? Any, one of the movies was like, just bad schools. You going to that type of school, bro. Like,
You
you
know
going to
me.
school with Mr. Clark. Hey, like, you
Yeah.
going there. Like, okay. Like, you
And
might ask a motherfucker, you smoke crack, nigga? Like, you might have, I don't know. Like, that's the situation. Like, it's not the prettiest. That's why you went to clean
that's why
up.
you went to
Why you
exactly.
went. So, yeah, this period of they not treating you right, that's how it's going to be. So
And
you
the,
work through it and they see the value.
and the
It's a
mess
long
is bigger
process.
than you thought. But you're prime time, right? And you got the backing of God, right? So
But again,
that
Fox, you can't
was
critique him. I can't critique the brother.
no. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, yeah,
that was in terms of people like, oh, you gotta
yeah,
leave, put a better job, you're
yeah.
not getting paid. Like,
And also, maybe if we change the value system where it's like, and then it's gonna be a long thought, I apologize, but try to walk with me. What I'm saying is because collectively, as I think everyone is there is there's a large group, whether it's just in the public face or not, whatever, that values this capitalistic system.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're all about getting the money, we keep talking about getting the bag, then we're all conditioned to get the bag.
Yep.
And what I mean by changing value system, like, yo, to me,
The bag is
again,
not
I am not
everything.
Deion. Exactly. I am not Deion. But if I was in that position, I would think, knock on wood, I don't know, like with a lot of power, responsibility, that whole type of thing. But to me, the value of who we had, like, it was nation type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
everyone was a fan of Jackson State that was black.
Yep.
Everyone that was black was a fan of Jackson State. So to me, what is this contract? 1.4 million per year, 29.95 million. When the president say, yo, I don't really know how we gonna pay this dude.
They come
So
out
he's saying
and
the
told
same
us.
thing that you was going through with the first dude, but it's a
Because
little
now you're
smaller
doing it the
bank.
second one.
But you had the power, and again, we're not attacking them
Culture.
in terms of reality is there
No.
was no one
Yeah.
who's not a fan of Jackson on Saturday.
Yep.
You could be playing you could be playing against your. I mean,
Well, so I'll
you
push a
play
little bit.
Go.
Jackson State did have a following already, but it
Agreed.
grew and it
Yes.
increased
Yeah.
because of that, because of
Yeah.
Deion going there. So, like, again,
No.
I get it. I will say I do believe while not on the same magnitude, like in terms of dollar values, like I do believe like every year I go back into the classroom, I'm actively choosing to do something that is probably paying me less than if I spent the last 10 years doing my degree in chemical engineering. I'd probably be getting paid a lot more. So
100%.
like I do feel like I can say, nah, I've changed my value system. Now, is it fully changed? No, I'm not even gonna sit here
No.
and lie say that.
Right.
Because I still gotta live in
Yeah.
this world and my daughter likes nice things. Okay.
Right.
But
Yeah.
in terms of like just chasing a dollar, no, I don't chase the dollar. And not even with my tutoring thing. Like I charge what is enough to make sure that when I go to tutor and all of that, like it is. But I'm definitely not charging the higher end of tutoring in this place.
So and check it. And I want to make sure the audience knows. Again, we can understand and comprehend because if they're not treating Deion correct, I mean, the staff is suffering. And if you see an opportunity to compensate your staff because they're not probably I get that. I get that. And I understand that move. But I'm saying at the same time, 2 more years though, like like if Colorado is coming,
you already had an interview with TCU.
Colorado, like they had to offer him something, like because they had like it had to be something like it had to be something more than what we see.
No,
that's my whether it's a place to establish a pipeline, it has to be something more than what we see. Alphonse, please tell me it's more. So that's something more than we can see.
No, it's what I try to tell you all the time. You put too much faith in these people, man. These people are you want them to have already changed their value system, and I'm like, they have not. It is literally you're in the power. He gets this down. Say he's a Power 5 head coach. Period.
I need more than that. I need more than that. I need more than that. I need something like
we need more than that.
Like
that don't mean we go
like,
get it.
I need something like there's like a ownership equity or something. Like that'd be something bigger than just I'm in Power 5. They just
said they came out and said they can't pay him. So
that's what I'm saying.
What else could it be? There's nothing else it could be.
And I get it. You gotta pay your people. I get it. It's just like, but it's a big like if you're okay. My thing like it has to be something more because if you're chasing the bag, you are undefeated going to the Celebration Bowl. You're telling me the fact that they fired 4 black brothers is why you had to jump now when they always fire black people? Like it's like okay, but now we jumping? Like I dig it. They fired 4 black. But that's
who's the 4 black people that got fired?
I don't know. Well, then they fired 4 because one left. Stanford left, was retired. Yeah. Well, he probably got forced. Like, hey, brother, come on. But yeah, so whatever. Like 4 black coaches left. They weren't being replaced by brothers. So he like that's been his rationale. Like That's kind of the reason why God told him, I think. It's like, because, hey, man, 4 people left, and want to get replaced, so you be the one to replace. I'm like, but if you tell me the reason is because Jackson State's being, and you don't want to say that because you don't want to ruin Jackson, I understand. But if the real reason is that, I get it. If the real reason is, I mean, I don't really get it because that's part of the struggle, but I get it at the same time. Like, how much you gonna put up with it? Cool. Because you wanted, let me start from the top. Slow down. I feel passionate on this. If Deion wanted to ascend, I get it. But like me, Fonz, and everybody has said, like, look, you talk to the rip. Like, yo, hey, I need a place to stay. We're gonna make this shit popping. We're gonna be cool. But don't give me the whole promised land and lift all the boats and Moses. Just be like, yo, imagine me, it's your birthday party, and Rick James walks in. Yep. Yo, we about to have a good fucking time.
Yep.
This shit might crash and burn. but I know we're gonna have during the moment you hear, we have a good time.
Have a good time.
Say you Rick James, just not Jehovah. Like, it's different. Like, you Rick James, we cool. You know what I'm saying? Even if you P-Funk. Say you George Clinton. Come down with the mothership. We're gonna be a groove. We're gonna be one nation. You know what I'm saying? But things end and things happen. Got it.
Yep.
But no, you were supposed to be Brother Messiah.
You're supposed to be
and you can't play like you know how many black folks like us, like myself, who has document proof of a fantasy coming true? It's literally a fantasy that you know about, Olu knows about, a lot of people know about. Oh man, Deion came to Howard, this exact thing would happen. And you leave because Jeremy Bloom had a thought bubble because his team sucks? Because Jeremy Bloom's team was on 5. Now we ain't got no more Deion. So my attack is against the system of white supremacy. It's not the brother Deion. I get it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what you do. However, the system needs to change the value. And if you're telling me that a 5-year contract at $29.5 million at a 1-in-11 school, cold as hell, and got no Jones is better than the love of a nation of people, you need to change the value system. Because that is far more worthy. Like, he could have, bruh, by next homecoming, Drake would have been the headliner. Jay-Z has to do something about this. Like, at a certain point, it gets like, well, Jay-Z, Beyonce got to come out the throne. Like, all right, you got to come outside now. Why? It's hitting a level of blackness that just demands you to attend. Then the following year, Obama got to come to a coin flip. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's supposed to grow.
Memory.
But we don't value it. So we think 29.5. Like, if every Negro gave him $1, just open a fund, y'all. Yo, the booster fund. Be a part of this NIL. Is there HBCU NIL? Do we need to create one? Is that what we need to do?
No, there is one.
This shouldn't happen again. This should never happen again.
Travis Hunter has something. But that's the thing, and that's why, like, him leaving, he doesn't get to highlight the real problem. So, like, just the whole setup of HBCUs isn't built for their graduates to be able to give back. Like, I forgot the numbers, but like HBCUs have the highest percentage of their graduates owing loans or something crazy like that. And so, again, like, this is what I thought you came to fix. Like, all it, like, I don't know. I just, like, you don't get to talk it and then not deliver, but then go tell the new people the same thing you told the old people, and we all could hear it.
And my brother, that's the system. That's the system, though, baby.
I know.
That's the system at work. Prime is time. I mean, you know.
So yeah.
Peace and blessings, brother Daniels. How you doing, baby?
Cool.
Man.
Got anything to add to this discussion?
Must be the money, I guess. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, he did tell us that.
That ain't enough, man. We worth more.
Yeah.
So when you saying the exchange rate for our undying love and nation support is less than $29.5 million. And I know, in reality, in this reality, apparently it is. So, but it's also on us. I think we should have had a safety net for this. Like we should have had a fund or something. Like I thought he was getting paid. Like you know what I'm saying. If a motherfucker bringing Under Armour and you know what I'm saying all this other stuff, I would thought he was being properly compensated on some like back alley shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
he
Like,
cool. He cool.
did
Like we
he
ain't handle it that way. Like we ain't do no
did
street
Under
shit with this.
Armour get him like did he get broke off from them? And that is why Jackson State was dilly dallying on. I don't know how those sponsorship contracts go.
I don't know. I mean, the brother could have just gave him shoes, and that's it. I'm just saying that's something. I don't know. All I'm saying is like we didn't have this. They didn't have this like
Thought out.
secured.
Well,
Then I heard that they last minute try to order him a $7 million deal. It was like, how am I believe that? You ain't pay me yet. How am I believe that? And stiffing them on if it's all true. It's just like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
But at the same time, like you said, that's why you're there because this type of shit is part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that was part of the package. Like you knew what you was walking into. This ain't Notre Dame.
Nope.
This is Jackson State,
Mississippi,
baby. We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
So,
come
on, Lou, give me something.
It's just funny. I mean, what we say, we take jobs to get better jobs or to move up some type of upward mobility. But the promises that were made by him and the reason the promises were made, that's the more significance of it. And it's like, yeah, we're not mad at you for going and doing what you have to do, but what about the people? But let me say, is Deion the Messiah? Is he the savior of the people? Like, I guess not, but we still here and we still got to keep going. So, you know, Deion was helping. I'm saying he was helping. I mean, he was starting to make significant change. It wasn't enough, but now it's, you know, we took 1-2 steps forward to take 10 back. So now it's still an uphill battle. So,
yeah,
you know, struggle continues.
Question. So, real quick, sorry, I'm gonna do this real quick. My I think I might have mentioned a couple times. My 81-year-old aunt. I was like, "How do we get out of this?" And she was saying, "You gotta stop following their lead." I was like, "What?" So you gotta stop letting them set the pace. You have to let them follow the lead. And she's like, "They want to go right, go left. Like they're not gonna lead you in the right way." So I said to say, we should have. Why wasn't the plan? Like the problem is this: because at someone's whim, you change course, and it's the timing of it. You don't have the foundation set.
But that's like that was the perfect chance to do what your aunt said.
I want you. That's what I'm going to that point. I'm going to that part. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm working towards.
Left.
Yep.
When they went right.
No, I'm with you.
And he could have did.
Go ahead.
He could have did what Lane Kiffin did.
What was that?
Lane Kiffin got re-upped. And I guess Lane Kiffin actually gets paid, so I guess why that's different. But to your point, he didn't have to leave. He could have did all of that flirting with talking to Jeremy Bloom and then went back and took that deal for 2 years. And I believe Florida State is going to be open in 2 years. And he's going to try to go to get Florida State. And you'd have looked a lot better having like 3 straight undefeated seasons, a couple top 5 recruits. Because if he got Travis Hunter, he was going to get somebody else. And your resume is much stronger. Because then maybe instead of the Celebration Bowl, you in the FCS playoffs and you're in the semifinals. And then your last year, you get to the championship. Like, Colorado. I just think.
You disagree with it.
Colorado.
You don't.
I think the place makes it very hard to digest because it's not an upper echelon Power 5 school. Like if he went to Florida State, I get it. Hell, if he went to Florida, there'd be a whole set of other people mad at him, but I would get it. All right, it's top 5. I mean, it's Power 5. It's SEC. You go get to show your chops immediately. Boom. It's Colorado, bro. You go spend your first year and a half being bum. I don't care who you bring in. I don't care you bring your whole entire Jackson State team. You go spend your first year being bums. Like Pac-12 ain't even SEC, but that speed will be different. You got to catch up to it. You got to recruit different. You got to recruit people who are for the code. Last time I checked, maybe I could be ignorant. I don't know, but it don't get that cold in Mississippi compared to Colorado. So the type of athlete you got to recruit and who got to get used to that, that's going to take you at least a year. You got to learn all the pipelines around it. The people, the boosters going to want you to keep. If there are any athletes in Colorado, they're going to want you to keep them in Colorado. So now you got to go sit out there Friday night or go get your assistant coaches or somebody out there on the Friday night. Cold ass Colorado recruiting. Not the best people because Colorado ain't a football state. And so that is really what make it hard for me on top of all of the stuff that he said. It's like I could get all of that if he was like, yeah, I'm going to USC. Okay, yeah, I get it. All right. Okay, yeah, USC. Or it's like, yo, man, Ryan Day's out. Ohio. Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah. But this is like going to Rutgers. It really is like going to Rutgers.
Yeah.
They're the Rutgers of the Pac-12.
Yeah. Damn. Motherfucker, the Rutgers. He got played with Rutgers.
It had to be some pressure.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It had to be.
They had to get him out of there, fine.
I mean, he shook it up. He was in the process of changing the system. He shook it up, and it was too dangerous. Oh, nah. Oh, Nick, you gonna get your ass in the bottom of this boat and you going over there, you whip. We're taking you, and this is where you're going to go. That Deion Sanders isn't bigger than white supremacy. I mean, I'm sorry.
I got a question to that point. So, so now, because so you know the Jeremy Bloom angle, what he said. Do we think that's now I don't want to say his name. That's only that stuff flag. But you think it's the cover up? Is the Jeremy Bloom story the cover up, like a made up myth?
No,
because both can.
How big is the Jeremy Bloom story in the grand scheme?
What do you mean? Wait. You mean wait? 2 questions. I mean, you mean in the public, people receiving it, or just it has its impact on what happened?
Both.
Publicly, I don't think no one's picked it up at all.
Yeah, I mean,
based on what occurred, if it's true, his thought process led to this calamity.
So I think that Jeremy Bloom might be the smokescreen because, yeah, go ahead, athlete guy, let you think it was your connect.
Yeah.
I that's why I like, just like they don't want us to get the secret sauce, they don't want him giving away the secret sauce. Like, oh yeah, I got called up. Yeah, okay, cool. You think that like as soon as he made those calls, other people made calls and they was like, nah, we backing him. It's okay. We're backing him. Cool. Let him think that. Nah. But like, I feel like after Brandon Marshall got on the phone with Jeremy Bloom, he put his phone down. He called somebody at Showtime or somewhere else and was like, yo, is this real? Can we really make this happen? And then they was like, yeah, we can make this happen. Or if they had said no, he put his phone down and he went about his day and went and called Deion. Like, I don't think Jeremy Bloom really is the one like pulling the strings. I know he put it on the podcast and all of that. And
not pulling the strings, but his thought led to it. That's what I'm saying. Do you think it started with him saying, yo, they 0-5 right now? He said October 2nd, they 0-5. Deion looks like he can do this some for us. Let me see what I can do. And once the shit starts, once it starts starting. Like once you tell the AD your team, like, yo, we can get Deion, he's interested.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. While all that was happening, I think the school was already looking at Deion. once they
You
went
think so?
down, yeah, they can't put it out there on the flyer. But when Bloom comes to them and say it could happen, then it's like, all right, cool, we could proceed and go forward.
Yeah, we
But
all agree with that. Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah, that's
think.
fine.
No,
Do you
that's
think?
what
The question is: do you think they were interested in him before Bloom had the thought
yes,
bubble?
yes, because he didn't go to them October 5th and be like, we could get this done. He had a thought, but he still had to do work and call folks. He didn't. He
Yeah,
went to
but
them
okay.
first,
No, all I'm saying is his thought
right?
happened and then it occurred.
No,
I'm
no.
saying, what's the earliest point?
And what I'm saying is during that time while he was putting his thoughts into actions and calling the folks, JSU was on this getting on game day and all of this other stuff. So I'm saying AD and all of that was already looking, but they probably thought, I don't know how we can get it. How much resources are we going to put? And then it was like, oh, okay. So it wasn't they were like unprepared. It was like, all right, we had
Okay, I mean,
thought about this.
that's cool. I don't think we're really arguing. I don't think we're seeing anything different. I just think this motherfucker's 0-5 thought caused all this shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you're giving them a little bit too much credit, but I understand.
No, I'm
I
saying only
understand
if
what
it's
you're
true.
saying.
If it's no, I'm saying if it's true though. Because if it's
Yeah.
not true, it's a smoke screen for the real deviant act of all shit was all playing. Which
That's
is what I was
I'm thinking. This shit is
yeah.
way more sinister. Like,
Yeah, it gotta be more like why would you leave?
is it?
Why would you leave for that? Exactly what you're saying, Fonz. Like, why would you leave for Colorado? If it ain't like, yo, we got your DNA locked up and you want your babies to live, like,
That's how I want. That's where I want to go with it.
we took a foot
It's
last time.
super way more sinister. Like, not he was
mm-hmm.
scaring them and shaking in their boots, and we're gonna give you, we're gonna make it worth your while. Yeah, we give you some money.
Right.
You know, you'll get paid, but the historically Black college and university system isn't going to benefit anymore from you, and you're going to Colorado. It's almost like an example is being made. It's buck breaking essentially, or it's even on Django. This is Deion and turn into the house nigga. I'm sorry. And I hate to say it like that, but that's what it seems like to me. Like, okay, oh, not the house nigga, but the overseer. You know what? And that's funny. I think Dr. Umar used that term yesterday. I would say he had a live. He went in on it, and he had a Breakfast Club interview that came in today, but I didn't see it. The live
it's out yet, is
it?
Is it out? I don't think it's out yet. I think it's out tomorrow.
I thought it was supposed to come out today. It was recorded yesterday. I thought it was supposed to. Maybe it's just released tomorrow. But he even said it was shorter than what it should have been because he was late. So last night and on his live, he went in for like hours. But yeah, it's just kind of part of it. Like, okay, we're taking you and you're going to be part of them. You're part of the machine essentially. To help the machine keep the
machine going.
Keep the machine going, and we're not going. This machine that you were starting to make, well, that you were the machine that you had become a part of was starting to scare us, and we had to get you out of there. And then we're sending you to Alaska, aka Colorado. Like you're that far off the map that is not it's not going to hurt us, but it's going to hurt that system a whole lot more. That's how I see it. And one more thing is a lot of people that are for Deion leave when we get this crab in the barrel label, people are putting on like, yeah, crabs in the barrel, but that crab that make it to the top, we need to start that chain, and all the crabs need to come up with it. And those crabs not pulling that crab back down; they try to pull up, and it's got to be the one that starts it. So that's how I look at it. I'm always a glass half full type of guy. So like, yeah, I don't think nobody was trying to pull Deion back. See, and that's what I was like, pull Deion back down as if this barrel that
is bad.
Yeah, it gives that negative connotation. It's just like, nah, this
shit is live.
Graduates of HBU are saying that. That's what's throwing me off. And it's like, huh? Like we parade going to these institutions.
We just got done homecoming season.
And then now it's like, oh, we in the barrel. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, well, we chose to be in this barrel for a reason.
Like,
this quote unquote barrel. This is why we here. So I mean, like, yeah, that right there, and that just kind of just dawned on me to make me upset. Like that just made me mad. So like, yeah, I didn't. Because I really haven't been putting a lot of thought to it. Just like it is what it is. I mean, the struggle continues. That's how I keep looking at it. But like now, like yeah, while we fighting, it's like, huh, really? So, right on, Deion. I mean, do your thing, but the way it looks to us, crabs still in the proverbial barrel.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the college football playoff matchups. No, we did not, because we would have congratulated Steve on TCU making it. TCU still in there, number 3. Ohio State's number 4. No Alabama this year. So we gonna have Ohio State, Georgia, TCU, Michigan.
I know. Just to go back a little bit.
Go back a little bit.
I wouldn't be surprised if Saban had something to do with this, because Travis Hunter was supposed to be going to Alabama, wasn't he?
Was he? I don't think so.
Going to Alabama?
Nah, I thought it was a Florida school.
Okay, all right. But I'm just
I don't think it was Alabama.
He wasn't happy. But he was.
Okay, all right. So that throws off that whole.
I don't think
theory, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
feel scared.
I don't recall.
I don't think maybe that was just in my mind.
I don't think Alabama.
Nah, the thing was about he said he paid him. He said he thinks Saban thinks Deion paid Travis Hunter. That was
but that was after NIL, so that's why I was like, you just hating, because NIL had already been out, and you just told us Bryce Young made close to $1 million. So
they had to but also, sorry, we can't. I'm sorry, we might have to keep all this on. Like, it is Prime Week. I noticed when you play Madden, in the beginning, he wasn't mentioned. Jackson State picks up steam. He's in the menu screen, and he was in the San Francisco attire. This recently happened, then they dropped season 2, and now his screen is in the Cowboys attire. All I'm saying is that his energy is so tapped in to this that you can't put all that in one space like Jackson State. Like, there's something bigger. I'll say something bigger. Like, he is, you play Madden, he's on the white. And he's been there for months, or for weeks at least. And recently they just changed it to the blue. All I'm saying is that, not even saying like those two things are tied, but the fact that those two things exist, it shows how much power and influence this man has. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's some connection between EA Sports.
Why he should have stayed.
Agreed. But it's also why he couldn't stay in the system white supremacy. He can't stay.
If he zags. That's my thing. Like, he had the perfect opportunity to use what most people say is a negative about himself, like putting all the spotlight on him, putting all the attention on him, and actually use that and do it in a positive way.
I have a question, real quick question. And this is extreme. We might want to blurt it out. If he walked to his mailbox and opened a package that had his toes in it, is there a possibility?
His toes that got frozen off? He doesn't strike me as, like, one, the person be going to get his own damn mail. But I just...
receive the package. They just, like, if they appeared before him, like, do you think it's that deep where it could be, hey, brother, got in the league? Because that's what I'm thinking.
No, because if he fails in Colorado, is he not going to be able to go back to HBCU?
Not the same way. No, they just beat him. They just beat him in front of everybody.
Yeah,
just beat him.
Bug breaking.
Yeah, he can't come back.
Why can't he? Okay.
No.
It won't be the same.
He's not going to come back the same. You won't trust him.
Oh yeah. The trust is definitely gone.
Yeah, like, you only got for 10 runs, so why don't you get your hopes up? But like,
now you want to come back there.
Yeah, you know how we are.
We love a redemption story. What you mean how we are? We love a redemption story.
We do.
He put the glimpse in the glam. He put his prime time shine on. I
know
what I learned. I know what I learned.
All we're saying it won't be the same. That's all we're saying. It won't be the same.
It won't have that same.
It won't have Alphonse, it won't have what it have right now. That's what I'm saying. It will not.
Excitement won't be the same.
It won't have right now. We were unblemished. It was superhero shit.
I mean, Eddie Robinson Jr. already said Eddie Robinson Jr. Right?
Yeah.
He ain't swag. So like, it's already like in looking going through my social medias, the ones. Well, Swag was here before Deion. Swag is gonna always be here. Swag is Swag. He come back, okay. He come back, but we ain't as excited as we were before. And then even players might look at it differently. And then if he goes to Colorado and fails, he's lost his luster. The shine is gone now. And it's like he'll have to build it back up, but building it back up.
That's a redemption story. That's a redemption story. He's a cornerback.
How long are we gonna be around for this redemption story for us to see the end of it?
How about real quick? I think we all could be correct in this assessment. If he fails at Colorado, he can't go to HBCU. He'll have to go. He has to. That's what I'm saying. If he fails at Colorado, he'll have to rebuild his character somewhere else and come back to restore where he is as that same prominence. Like, I mean, it has to be like a long. I'm saying. Here's what I'm trying to say. He fails at Colorado, he got to go to like Ohio University or worse. Build them up. Get another job at a Colorado type team. Build that up. Get the FSU joint. Run the race, and then want to retire and then come back to HBCU. To me, that's the only way he can come back to HBCU after he's been defeated, restore the shit outside of it, and then we'll give you the chance.
So wait,
I don't think you can fail at Colorado and then come to fucking Dell State and be coaching Dell State. First off,
why can't he come back to HBCU?
His ego won't allow it to. First off, he's not going to do that.
Like, people fail at coaching and come back to HBCUs all the time. So why is Deion any different?
Who does?
It's just not going to be the same.
For Deion?
That's why I think he could come back. I just don't think it's going to be the same.
It won't be the same. That's what I'm saying. And the best way to do it is the path I just try to lay out. But he can't fail at Colorado and come back to HBCU. It's like, what? They're going to be like, you ain't Swag or you ain't me.
I think it depends on how he fails. But I understand what you're saying.
He's going to do great, though. He's going to do great. We're going to still street positive to his brother. He's going to do awesome. We're going to establish a pipeline so black folks will come through the Colorado gates and have head coaching jobs and sprint from there.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's my best case scenario.
All right, what's your best case?
We're going to see the tactics. We're going to see the schemes, but he's just not going to have enough hog mollies up front or speed on the outside because he's in Boulder, Colorado. And so he will show some flashes, but like,
can he go 7-4? Not in the first year, but I'm saying eventually. Can he get to a yearly?
Yeah, but is he gonna be happy doing 7-4? I don't think so. I don't think he has to
accept the fact that that's a possibility.
7-4 means no Pac-12 championships, and I don't think he takes that.
You don't think he'll take 7-4 2 years in a row? So 8-3, maybe one of them times, 8-2, and get the hell out of there? If he gets an 8-2, he bouncing.
Yeah,
if I get you the back-to-back 8-2,
if he gets a 7-4 though, he getting itchy. But he's
7-4 in Pac-12 is Colorado. Let's real quick. Let's look at some middle of the road Pac-12 teams to see if it gets into that stature, how you would feel. Cool. Stand. All right. Middle of the road. What's the middle of the road record for you?
7-4, because 6-5 has like so 7-4 is right there. 8-3, 7-4, 8-3. I
do it a multiple of 12 games.
So 7-5, 8-4.
All right, 7-5, 8-4 is good enough for him to get them to that position and bounce.
Well, what are the teams that are 8-5 and 7-4?
That's what I was saying. Now you gotta answer my question first, player. I'm on record base. So if I get you to 84, let's do 84. Let's do 84 back to back. Cincinnati is 9-3. SMU is your 8-4 type band.
Yeah, and people said he should have took the Cincinnati job.
I'm with you, but like Olu said, nigga, you don't punish him. You don't time out. You literally on ice, essentially. So they put you on ice. If you make that shit shake, make it shake. That's not gonna be more money for us because now the Pac-12 will be jumping again. And
it's not.
Wait,
Pac-12 is not about to be
I'm
jumping.
sorry. Ignore me. Definitely looking at a different conference. All right, 9-3. Your 9-3 options are UCLA, Oregon State, and Oregon. If he gets them in the same tier as Oregon State, bro, from Colorado,
and that's what I'm saying.
I'm out. Somebody's gonna pluck me if I get them to Oregon State respectability, where they might win on Saturday. Shit, and I'm prime time, nigga. I'm about to go to Florida State. Give me 4 years doing that. This contract, 4 years. They coming. They coming. Florida State's coming.
Florida State was always coming.
Exactly. We agree, but he had to be removed from the financial pipeline. That's probably why he kept saying, hope it's a good economic weekend. Hope it's a good economic weekend. I hope nobody gets shot. They killed somebody the next day. I'm just saying. If the toes ended up in his mailbox, I understand. Someone died on campus that weekend.
So there's murders that happen all the time. So everyone is a threat to somebody. Like,
no, I'm not saying that. No, all I'm saying is just due to the white supremacy and the things they've done in the past, I have to consider that possibility. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm saying, when does it stop? You can consider that on every possibility of every decision that someone makes that we question. So I'm just saying, you can apply that logic to literally every decision.
Oh yeah, and this is white supremacy, of course. Everything is attached by that. Yes, I agree. And this is white supremacy, everything's tied to it.
So if
100%.
I don't know if everything is tied to it, isn't that? I mean,
the reason why he left is why it's tied to it. Like that. The very reason why he left is because it's white supremacy. That's no matter how macro or micro you want to look at it, the common denominator is white supremacy. That's exactly why he left. We're not in this position if it's not that system. Because we have everything that we need. Like, we don't need them at all. Like, we can make it pop. Like, I don't need anyone from them really to come to the game for me to have a good time. Maybe the homeboy from back in the day, Keith Jackson, to get this shit rocking on the TV. But I'll take the brother from Howard. You know what I'm saying? I'll take them sisters on the sidelines. I'll take them sisters in the booth. I'll take them sisters on the roof. Dr. Seuss. We got us. We don't need them. But because this is white supremacy, we think we do because we kind of do, because we're prisoners of the state. So when boss men say, hey, call up time, you say, God told me.
We only need them
if you really want to get to it,
they had a
based on how the structure is, their God told them. Because he had a thought. Their God had a thought. We 0-5. He would be awesome for us. He didn't even mention Jackson State when he was talking his trash. He didn't even mention the notion of what it meant that he extracted that wealth. It was just, me. We're going to bring it back to prominence. We're going to have the same energy. I'm like, this is just the purest form. It didn't matter. No, they just snatched the baby.
Jackson, like, who? What?
Yeah. What? That ragtag? Nah.
That black school?
We're doing him a favor. It was in that type of tone. Like, he gets to play for us now. Like, he gets to really do what he wants to do. Yeah, I was like, what?
Exactly.
Yeah, it was like, it's a win-win. We get the energy back.
I apologize for let's getting back on Deion, because we definitely.
I know it's a Deion show. It's cool. Nah, don't apologize. No, but it had me drawn from other stuff. Yeah. It was, that tone was like, I mean, if that story is true, like, I'm doing him a favor. He gets to now be, back to, we got the facility. You know what I'm saying? He was listing all the things. Like, yeah, of course, that's what you would go to. That's not why you're here, we thought. We thought you knew that you were sacrificing, because we saw your potential when you hadn't coached into that league at all. Because we knew that you could do it, because we had fantasies about you, literally. There was individuals within our collective that had fantasies about you doing the exact same thing. So of course we think you're going to succeed, bro. That's how valuable this shit is. Like, Olu, we have communicated about the concept of him doing that for our school. So when you see a superhero play out, of course, a fucking course. You don't have to have we don't care about your history. You're Deion Sanders. We already know your value because you know your value to us. So we knew this was going to work because you're Deion Sanders. No crackers in, no, because they don't see your value like we see you. Until they see the money. Until the money comes. They need to see dollars. We only need to see your soul. Because everything you was selling, we was buying it.
This reminds me of Malcolm X, the movie.
Yeah.
When they marched to the hospital, they marched away. I said, that's too much power for one black man.
Come on.
And to double back to Dr. Umar's live yesterday, they were people in the comments, money means power. Like, no. How many black people have, quote unquote, how we look at it, money? Money that's given to them, this facade of wealth.
Yeah.
No, but if we all come together, like, money doesn't lead to power. Power leads to wealth. Like, if we have the power, then we're really, that's when you're wealthy. So it's like, he had too much power. The power was starting to build, and that scared him. Like,
come on,
we're going to throw the money. It's like you throwing money at a problem. It's like, all right, well, that problem's no longer there because we essentially been paid off.
So I
you
guess
telling me a place where the water don't work, you still got sellouts?
Right, but the
water don't work.
So I guess to me,
what else we gotta do?
The next thing would be to take that power, if that power is had, and move it past the athletic stage.
They wouldn't want to let it get that far. Can't get that far. To where,
but it could. But the time he spent there, it could have made those advancements if the people that were coming to him were ready to receive those advancements. That's what I'm saying is the fault of everyone else. So if those but we're not doing anything to change it. So the next time a Deion like figure comes around, the students are there to make the change outside of that. Because as you said before in pre-production, what's your reason about BG? And you ain't gotta say it, but remember your reason about BG. How many different ways could that be replicated if the students coming in to that program understand what they're up against? And that's the thing of K through 12 and parents and everyone else outside of that.
Oh, have fun. Everything is correct.
But we're still talking about Deion and
because that's why we want him to stay, because the energy was picking up. That's all we're saying. The energy is that more private.
But he didn't, and that problem is still there. And instead, we're more focused on Deion. Not us specifically, but in a larger conversation.
But you have to allow it to happen, because it's not, like I said, what did we say? We've not even here, but like there was no other choice. So we get the goal. Like, the reason why we're talking right now, because we understand the sacrifice what it may take. The only issue why we're still in the situation is because the large spectrum of us don't, and not any fault of them, because the distractions are there to distract you from that goal. So you just don't know that that's what my trajectory should be. You feel it. So when you see it, oh yeah, Jackson State, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're supposed to be like that. Yeah, you pick up on it because you get it energizes you. And we all focus on it. And that shit, like they all looking at Jackson State. And there would be no black person not rooting for Jackson State in the Celebration Bowl. I don't care if you went to who was the team?
What?
Southern?
Who they were? Nah.
They're playing NC Central or A&T.
Central. Yeah. It's a joke, Alphonse. It's a joke. Obviously, but I'm saying it's gonna be a part of you, like, you won't be as mad if they go undefeated though. Like, you're not gonna be as mad as if it was like Hampton beating your ass. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what about saying. They said Deion. He said Dre just said Deion.
He's still gonna
coach.
That's
how powerful he is. Yes.
Still gonna coach the game.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm older. That's not a good thing. When I said out loud, I realized that's how powerful he is. They're allowing him. Both 80s allowing the coach. Like, yeah, go ahead, nigga, go do it respectfully. That's how they saying it. And we saying, yeah, we love you. And you know what I'm saying? Cool.
But I don't.
I get it, Alphonse. I get it. I'm not saying it's not.
The door should be shut. The door should be shut.
That's not who we are.
Who should have shut?
What would you say?
The HBCUs, like Jackson State. You gone.
My question is
gone.
Okay, but you like a redemption story, Alphonse.
So I think Deion should have been one to shut the door.
Yes, I agree with that. You should have
Jackson State still. This is the last. I don't say the last chance. The last stand that he can help them. So no, they're not going to turn that down. Yeah. I mean, still need that help. The help that
you do, right?
the struggle is still here. We still need it. Like no, okay, yeah.
But the conversation is not about helping Jackson State. The conversation is about him. In his goodbye thing, he didn't say Jackson State.
Long as the conversation though. Long as the conversation though.
It's still that the shine is still on.
Yeah, you just want the light. Want the light.
Yeah. I mean,
because he's not coaching, then it's like, then you're still talking about him, but his absence. As if this is like a dead thing.
Going to feature that game. I'm not feature that game, but it's not going to be an afterthought on sports.
It's going to be Deion's last game. It's going to be marketed differently.
Yeah.
Campaign.
Once he said he was leaving, that game was going to be talked about anyway. It was going
to be a closing ceremony. But I'm saying now it's going to be marketed as a closing ceremony. Like it's more like a, especially if he wins it. He rides out the sun. It's just a different campaign versus him not being there.
But that's what I'm saying. The energy, how's the energy going to be you ride off in the sunset and you leaving us? Like, what? I think that's a bad.
That's what it is.
So to me, it can't be both things. It can't be we will send you off in the sunset after you leaving us in a lurch, and then we also not going to take you back. Why not?
All we're saying is that this is what you said is true. We're going to ride you on sunset, and it's hella bittersweet. That is true. The other option is he ain't here no more.
He ain't here no more. The 19th, he's gone.
Not absorb what I'm saying. If you have the choice to choose of when you're confronted by the cameras and how you're going to present this outside to the public, I'd rather have, his last one with us, ride or die. We wish him the best. We all don't fucking mean it, or whatever they want in perspective, cool. Versus, he ain't here no more.
It's hero culture. It's the only reason he getting this.
It's not even necessary for the hero culture. I don't think
it is. Any other coach don't get to do this? If any other coach got this, we'd be like, yo, this is fucked up. How you get to do double time? We've seen this with other things.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but then okay, so Deion bought Travis Hunter, a 5-star recruit, right?
Travis Hunter said he's entering the portal. Travis already said he's going to Colorado.
I'm shocked. It's not even about Travis Hunter at this point, but those 2- and 3-star recruits that wasn't necessarily coming to Jackson State, they're still going to look at Jackson State. We're like, okay, well, at least next year, Jackson State still is going to be in the public eye next year. Jackson State they still have to sell it.
Like, the same recruits that Deion went in a house and told them he was going to take care of their kids and then left.
It's not about Deion anymore. It's not.
It is about Deion because you just
go ahead. Hold on. They're not selling Deion anymore, but Jackson State is still in the public eye. We still have to keep going. Like, so Jackson's like, yeah, okay, we're gonna use you as much as you used us, as much as we can before you're gone to help us, and like that's what we have to do. There's no way around it.
But you just said you just said it's not about Deion. It is about Deion because you just said they're using Deion to sell him.
But it's more about Jackson State and Jackson State using Deion like Deion just used Jackson State. Like
yes, and you know who's really getting used? The 2- and 3-star recruits who are stuck at Jackson State without Deion. The ones who are coming next year.
Go to school. I mean,
his word don't matter, and that's why I'm saying it's hero culture because his word don't matter because he's the hero and everybody is so enamored with them. Yo, he's done. He said he left. Leave.
Yeah, fuck Deion. But we still got to recruit. We still have to bring people in.
How you recruit? If you recruit, what was your recruit before Deion? You can't.
I don't know
Deion because they're gonna say.
This is the thing about it.
Say, you use somebody who left.
But this is the thing. We're not using Deion. We're not selling the Deion. We're saying the fact that we're in the celebration, but we're on ESPN2. We're probably gonna be on ESPN2 next year as well, just because of where we were this year. Yeah, Deion was here. Deion ain't here no more. But we're still gonna sell them on Jackson State.
And tell me how you do that with Deion being there. You think they gonna ask Deion about next year at Jackson State? Do y'all really think that?
It's not about asking Deion.
It's not about that. But no,
who do they interview? They don't interview the AD. They want to interview the head coach. What do they go ask him?
I have a question about what your concern. Your concern is about the 1- to 3-star athletes, right? That's what your concern is.
That's what Olu brought up. The 2- and 3-star recruits who don't have a place to go. That's what he brought up. They have to see Deion for a day.
But
we're not selling them on Deion. We're selling them on Jackson State.
That's what you think you're selling them on. You're selling them on Deion. Deion is not selling Jackson State. Deion is selling Deion.
I'm not even mentioning Deion. I'm mentioning the fact that we in the celebration.
In
Bowl.
the Celebration Bowl, in the lead up of it, who they going to interview? Who is ESPN2 going to interview?
He's using it as a tool. He's saying.
Who is ESPN going to interview?
Deion.
And what is Deion going to talk about? Jackson State?
Yeah, about how great the institution is, and like it's
okay. Okay.
Wait, what?
He didn't mention the great
If
Jackson State in his way
why
out.
He's still coaching? Huh? Why is he gonna still coach the game?
To get more recruits for him to come to Colorado. Y'all can't be. Come on now.
But all of those. But hold on. Those 2 or 3 recruits not coming. Those won't be the players that he's looking to bring to Colorado. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
All of them can't go to Colorado. They all can't make it to Colorado.
He's a salesman. He go tell them whatever they need to hear. What did he tell that Colorado team? I got dogs coming.
He only hold on. He only has but so many scholarships that he can give. But that's just.
Wait, what are we talking about right now? What's your issue? Why is
my issue is he's never, when he decided to go to Colorado, other than recommending a coach, which is again a hot egotistical. I'm gonna recommend a coach for you on my way out. He's never said anything about Jackson State, and y'all saying let him get more free airtime on the Celebration Bowl to recruit for Colorado.
He's wearing Jackson State paraphernalia while he's talking.
It's still
like he was being interviewed with Jackson State. Yeah.
So explain at the end when they won whatever their last game was, when he looked perturbed to be there. Explain that. When he cut the shit short to go get on the plane to Colorado. There's video footage of him. Everybody else is celebrating. He like, man, wrap this shit up because he's ready to go get on the private plane to Colorado.
Cool.
Cool. And that's cool.
You mean after he told the kids that he was done?
No, before he told the kids. He wanted to hurry up to tell the kids and get on the plane and go. And that's the same person y'all saying, come on back and let's have a coronation on your way out.
I'm saying, all I'm saying is, what's the other option, Alphonse? All I'm saying is,
you're gone. You're gone. Thank you for what you've done. Cool. You're gone. You didn't think enough of us to even thank us on your way out. You didn't mention Jackson State at all. When nobody else would have gave you a head coaching position off the rip. And now you use that. You leave and go to Colorado, who's 1-11. And then on the way out, you want us to give you a coronation thing on the Celebration Bowl, give you more airtime. Because y'all know ESPN. Y'all know ESPN is just going to be Deion. Deion Cam.
Jackson State. How does it hurt Jackson State?
At what point in that did I say Jackson State? I said Deion. That's why. Deion is not going to be Jackson State. The outgoing coach getting, because who's the new coach? Who's the new coach?
They don't know yet.
So what recruit would go there if they don't know who the coach is?
It's not about wait. That's probably gonna happen either way though. Alphonse, whether they have an interim coach.
So what is the point of showing Deion?
Because it gives you more publicity.
To do what? He's not going to be there.
But your name's still out there.
To build up Jackson State. Why you choose to go to Howard?
Huh?
Why did we choose to go to Howard? We were sold on the tradition of Howard, right?
Yeah.
No. That was,
so
I went there because I had fun experiences at Howard. Like from growing up, I sat on the hill. Yeah. That was no. That wasn't the tradition. That was my experiences.
Which is the tradition of Howard. Good time.
I mean,
the same thing
for native Washingtonians. That's part of the allure of Howard, right? But for the Howard students that came from across the country and across the world, it's still Howard. I mean, we're still sold on Howard, right?
Yeah, it's like,
and then say if Jackson State giving you the most money as an athlete, like
that part doesn't have anything to do with Deion.
That's what I'm saying. Deion is just a tool for Jackson State.
He is a tool.
It's like a one last commercial.
Exactly. We're going
commercial. Milk the commercial. I'd rather have a commercial with Deion without Deion. If I want to build this fucking, if I want, I'd rather. Why not? If I'm Jackson State, here's why it's a bad thing. Here's why I think it's a bad thing. It shows it shows like we're not upper echelon, even in SWAC, because when you like, not about trying. That's the thing. We're not trying to be upper echelon. We're trying to be black. That's how black folks operate. That's all we're trying to be is black.
It can be.
Yeah, we trying to be. That's what we're trying to do. We ain't trying. I'm not trying to fuck them. Well, that's the biggest problem. We're like, yo, bro,
No,
we
that
thought you
shit
knew that. That shit didn't matter.
Right
So
there.
if that's how you are, cool.
but
We're
that's what
gonna
I'm
still be who
saying.
we are.
Yeah, that's
We're
how
not gonna
that.
change who we are. We're not gonna change who we are. That's how I view
So
it. We're
we
not gonna change
allow
who we are, bro.
everything. We allow everything because he gets to walk away and not say anything and mention them. The people who gave him a chance when no Power 5 school would,
Because
and we on the
Alphonse, at
way
the
out,
same time, we're not gonna act like the last 3 seasons didn't happen, bro. At the same
huh?
time, we're not gonna act like we're not gonna act at the same
He
time. Yes,
did.
everything.
He did.
It don't matter what he did. We can't control what he did. He is a victim of the
That's why I
situation.
say it's a hero thing
He is
because
a
heroes
victim
get to
of the
do
system.
whatever they want with no
No,
repercussions. So
no, everybody's in this whole system, bro. We would do the same thing if
no, we would not.
the clothes
You would
showed
just
up.
turn your back on the joint.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We think it's bigger than that. I think it's bigger than money. It has to be
No,
bigger
no,
than
no,
money.
no, no. But that's what I'm saying. I'm asking you straight up. You would turn your back on it on something that you
No,
told. Okay, then.
no.
So you can't say we would do the same thing. Period.
Well, I mean the collectively. The collectively would do the
Nah,
same
I
thing.
don't believe the collective we would do the
Then
same
why we
thing.
still
That's
here,
why
bro?
Deion is Deion.
Why we still here?
Because why? Because
Yeah,
everybody don't have the money to be able to actually do it, to
and
actually
that's why
stand
everybody.
in the face of it and go left.
That's what I'm saying. I just said the
But
collective.
given the
Most of us
amount
would
of
do it.
money, I can't say that everybody would make the same choice he made because then he have the money. Everybody don't have
But
the
you just
money.
wait. You wait.
He
What?
has the money to go left. He has the money to stay at Jackson State. Everybody don't have the money to stay in the situation that is black and that they have to go take the more money. He has the money built up to say, you know what, Colorado, cool, no.
Oh, I would speak if I was in his position. Like, if I had the same money, I would stay.
Right, but you
Yeah.
said the collective people wouldn't stay.
No, well, I'm saying the collective people would decide to do the same situation in the same circumstance. All I'm saying. Most people would do the exact same thing in that circumstance. And I'm saying because we have that thought is why we in the same situation. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about was like Andre Taylor. Nigga, Andre Taylor had a coach at Jackson State, and I'm still this Andre Taylor who ain't playing down on football in real life. Then of course I'm like, yo, fuck y'all. I have a great time down here because my life understanding of how this place works.
And I'm
I ain't seen
saying
that type of level of
that's what makes you
man.
you. I'm saying the majority of people would be like, fuck y'all, I'm going to get this bag, baby.
So we're saying the same thing, huh?
I don't know. It's time for me to go to bed.
It's the same thing, bro.
It's time for me to go to bed.
Kind of thing. That's what we're saying. Saying the same thing. Change your body system. Because man, I'm trying to tell you the love of everybody on that.
Oh, no,
Saturday
no, no. I got it back.
man.
If
All right.
once the people took the bag, you're not
Which
getting
bag?
the same. Once you leave, you're not getting the same treatment as Deion Sanders on the way out. And you could give them 3 12-0 seasons. Because your name is Andre Taylor, you're not going to get the Coach of Celebration Bowl. And that's what I ultimately have a problem with. I think the only reason he's coaching the Celebration Bowl, not because of the 12-win seasons, it's because it's Deion Sanders and we have a hero worship problem.
Yes, that's the only why they 12-0.
No, they're 12-0.
Bro, Eddie George ain't doing that.
Doing what?
Jackson making them 12-0. The only reason why they're 12-0 he has this Eagle Maniac, which is a beautiful thing if you take it in context. I'm not using it as an ill thing. I'm saying, yes, he is highly purpose driven, whatever you want to call it. Fine. But that's why he's 12-0. It goes hand in hand. And we just thought we knew this system, but you're gonna be here for a while to get us fully there and then leave. Not because Jeremy Bloom had a thought bubble.
If that's it, if you, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
My only point is when you're gone, you're gone.
Alphonse, yeah, we know that's your spirit, brother. I get it. We talk about from Jackson State perspective, not Alphonse. Fuck you.
Even from the, I don't see what it, I don't. I'll be interested to see.
It's a better commercial. It's a much better. That's what I'm saying. Just from the sideline perspective, it's a much better commercial. It's not as sad and somber of there. They're just out there playing sad, dejected. It's no one last hurrah, one for the giver, yada yada yada. Thanks for your time. Cool. If you had the two choice, I understand why black folks was like, yeah, come on back and get another plate. Because that's what you say. I know you done me wrong, but you had a good thing while it lasted. Come get the plate. We do it all the time. We do it in church. We do it everywhere. Like we see niggas we shouldn't fuck with no more.
And thanks,
but,
and that's why one could argue. It's also why
but,
we are where we are.
Whoa, real quick. I don't want this to be a clip. Probably will already will. And I'm not saying Deion is something we don't fuck with anymore. I'm just saying we have that spirit of you want to come back and coach, cool.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying we don't fuck with him
because we're not like that, Fonz.
Because I am the one who said he was going to be able to come back with open arms. So I'm not saying that
I didn't want to say.
So again, I'm not saying like it's kick you in your ass on the way out. It's you decided to leave, so right now you should leave. Go handle that, and then again. So again, I'm not saying like it's kicked out, never to return. I'm saying right now you chose to go. Go handle that job. Go do what you need to do to handle that job. You've done what you can for us. Quite honestly, all the people who go get in the transfer portal probably not going to be playing anyway. Like, if we being honest, they probably have a bunch of people not play. I don't think Travis Hunter's going to play. Yeah. Deion Sanders, the Colorado coach, don't want him to play. I know we're supposed to be wrapping up.
Bro, this brother is stunning. Yesterday, he in Jackson State in full Jackson State gear. Today, he pulled up with his son at
the game.
Basketball game. At the game.
Yeah, I saw the clip of the game. That's what I'm just like, awesome. What are we doing here? What are we,
brother?
If Deion did that?
Yeah.
Hey.
So like
ascension, Alphon. When you elevate.
Yeah, for him.
Exactly.
I don't want to make it about Deion. Like we know who Deion Sanders is. Like that. That's another thing. Why the man played for San Francisco 1 year and Dallas the next year because Jerry Jones paid him. I'm like, he had a song. I mean, it must be. I mean, all right, you know.
So yeah, that was my only thing. Like, you gotta go get your recruiting, go get all of that, Like, I probably should have let it. Was more out of go handle that job. Like,
leave us the fuck alone.
Not leave us alone, but we got to rebuild this anyway. So like, we don't need you peeling open the scab anymore by coaching the Celebration Bowl. And
he might want to carry. He's trying to carry some lumber. You know what I'm saying?
He down there talking to some other folks, trying to say you want to come up to Colorado. Well, shit. Look at the temperature. Look at the temperature today. That's what's happening, and that's why I'm like, I can't see the writing on the wall.
But if the rumors are true that Deion kind of got a raw deal at Jackson State as far as compensation, don't they kind of own that to let him coach?
If he'll do what he wants to. Yeah. I mean,
I hadn't thought about that, so I guess them rumors are true. Because otherwise, I can't see.
But that's the whole thing, though. I'm gonna use you. You gonna use me.
Yeah, that's what it. That's
they
really
still
what
not getting.
But we ain't know it like that. That's
business. I mean, now it's business right now.
But because
there's no ethics
because they can't get no. But no. I'm not. I'm just saying I don't see how it goes forward. I don't see how it goes forward. Because like you can't sell season tickets for next year because he ain't gonna be there.
He wasn't gonna be there before though. Like before the game, after the game, he's still gonna be there. So might as well have him at the game. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the tickets are sold out already though.
Still try to win the game. Huh? Winning the game helps too.
He better win the game. He better win the game. You gotta go 13-0. You gotta go 13-0.
Actually, if I was him, I would not coach. I actually wouldn't coach that game.
Why not?
Because I'm 12-0 and I'm 12-0 and have no chance of being 12-1.
Let me stop. You said if I was coaching, Deion is coaching. That's what I'm saying. Yes, you're right. Yes, you would do something differently. Deion L. Sanders is on the sideline.
Man.
And all I'm saying, I'm Jackson State. On that day, I'd rather him wearing Jackson State paraphernalia than wearing Colorado. Because after that day, it's done. So it's prime.
Who's
it's
playing?
The same reason why we let him come in and coach.
Who's playing on the team?
I want to know if Shador's playing. That'd be kind of Shador has to
exactly.
Play,
right? Can he even play now? He been on the recruiting trip.
You don't think he's not gonna have his son playing? You don't think he's not gonna have his son try to bring that 13-0? After I'm saying the job ain't done.
I want to know what the NCAA shit is on that because it seems a little bit funny that like your dad tells the team,
"Go,
my son is coming."
Go, keep going.
No, and actually, this leads me back. This is why if I was Jackson, say I wouldn't let him coach because if Shador plays, you know who's going to get penalized? Not Colorado, Jackson State if they do some flim-flammy rules with him playing, even though he took a trip to Colorado. Like, I don't know the rules, but it just seems real fishy that
Alphonse, you missing the white supremacy in all this, brother. This shit is probably this whole past 3 weeks been all illegal. But as long as that motherfucker ain't making no money for them no more, I don't give a shit. Let it run. Just run the bill up. Run the bill up. Yes. You want to fly over there one time, come back over here with you, different jerseys. You want to coach both teams. You want to do everything you just said. Yes. As long as that celebration bowl is literally your celebration and it's over with, fine. Everything you said could be correct. This could be all type of violations. They're not saying nothing. Because either they might be using this to catch his ass when they want to boot his ass in 2 years, if it's that play, or it's just, look, it's worth more him doing other shit for this past week. So he bring us back up to the big house and start making us money.
No, I'm talking about when he leaves, Jackson State gets hit with penalties, not Deion.
You think they're not going to beat Jackson State ass? You know how they treat Haiti?
So why have him come? That's what I'm saying.
Why have
who come?
Deion
coach the last game and just keep shining the light on all the shit he not supposed to be doing with Shador going to Colorado. Because when Caleb Williams left for Oklahoma, he just left in the middle of the season, and that was it. He was done. It wasn't I'm about to come to the school.
We are then
I'm gonna come back HBCUs and play again.
Because we're HBCUs. We're different. Yeah, you come back. That's how we are. We're different, yes. We ain't like the rest. Well, you come on back. Yeah. But it's probably been a bunch of illegal shit happen in the past month. They either gonna keep it on record and use it later on, or they just say, hey, run a checkup. Because as long as he's gonna revitalize a 1-11 team, cool.
Well, I really had this time. This was all Deion all the time.
Hey, it was Prime Week, baby. And we wish him the best. And we just wish us. No, I won't say that. That sounds a little rough. We wish him the best. We wish us better. I said it with love. So.
Indeed. So,
somebody write that down. Wish him the best. Wish us better.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, indeed.
And we just talk about some good quality basketball tonight.
All right, last thing, 1-to-1 ratio. If we agree that he wrote West be the money, and years later he's doing this, so it's our trajectory. It's quite evident and obvious what Jerry Jones is doing in that photo. That's all I want to say. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a trajectory. If you are who you are, then you are who you are. That's all.
Always gonna be who you are.
Ain't gonna change the DNA like that. I'm just observing. Oh, that close? Okay. No doubt. You want a front row seat. Like, I want to see what they're doing.
Awfully curious. Awfully curious. What are you actually curious about?
Yeah.
That was an interesting. That's what that was.
I was just peeping the scene. Like, nigga, you was in the scene.
He was trying to play it. Oh, yeah, it's fairly obvious what was going on there, Jerry.
You said I was trying to volunteer. I was a walker.
Yeah.
I'll play. Any one of you do. Who in here wants to participate? I raised my hand.
Yeah.
You
know what fraternity he wanted to join.
No bullshit.
Ain't no secret.
So that's all I want to say. What'd you say?
I said ain't no secret.
I don't like. What do you think the origin story is of the slave master? Nigga? Like, that's how it starts. Anywho, I was gonna get that on record. That's all. Oh,
indeed.
Well, good night. Really, we're glad you're home.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you're home. Yeah.
Definitely glad you're home. Welcome home.
Indeed. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.